Hi, guys, and welcome to another exciting session in PROPATHON 2023. So this current session, we have something a bit different for you guys from the real estate, content that we have been producing of late. So we have with us Mr. Tanmay Ray Chaudhury of Acko. Hi, Tanmay.
Hey, hi, Rahul. Thanks for having me over.
Thanks for logging in, Tanmay. I appreciate you taking some time off your busy schedule to join us. So Tanmay is a consumer professional who has over 27 years of experience in the technology domain and 7 years with the insure tech industry. So from auto insurance to health coverage, he has the opportunity to explore different aspects of the insurance and enhance customer experiences. And beyond his work in insurance, Tanmay is also a keen tech enthusiast, and he's invested in various startups in the startup space. And plus, he has his own projects running as well. So a very dynamic guy to have with us in this talk, Tanmay. Thanks a lot again for joining us. So let's, actually get going with the session, and perhaps you can give us some background. I mean, I'm sure people have heard about Acko and you have millions of users, but for those who perhaps haven't heard of Acko or don't use Acko, you could tell us something about Acko and what you guys do, Tanmay.
Sure. So Acko is, one of the young entrants in the insurance space. We're about 5 years old into this business. We are probably the only, actually, we are the only insurance company that is private equity funded. So amongst the investors who have sort of placed their trust in us, are investors like Canada Pension Fund. You have Swiss Re Munich Re, you have Amazon. Even Billy Bunsel's private office has invested. So we have a diverse range of investors. And our philosophy is really about leveraging technology to solve customer issues in the insurance space. So one of the key challenges that we saw initially was that auto industry, the insurance space was very broken. There were a lot of frauds that were happening. There was quality of service was poor. There was delay in payouts, delay in receiving the vehicles. So we started the innovation there, where a customer could buy directly from us. The advantage of buying directly from us is that we get the customer's number, and that's important because when you buy through any other channel, then the channel partner will put his own number. So there's a lot of Chinese whisper that happens during claims. So the moment you share your number directly, we are on the same page. One of the innovations we bought in this business was instant payment. So let's say, and this happened to a friend of mine, in Shimla, he had parked his car outside and the rear window broke because of frost or whatever. So he got in touch with Acko. They just said, just take a picture and send it. And before the day was through, he had the estimated amount in his bank.
Wow. Amazing. So that's a power of technology and basically cutting off intermediary, like you said, and just speeding up the entire process. Amazing.
Yes. So this is what we did. Plus, we then started exploring various other digital channels to sell our products through. So we partner with Amazon, for example. You can buy a product on Amazon, auto, bike. Then we also launched the electronics product. Electronics is something, which I think is, as a category, is very large because each one of us is in love with our mobile phone, with our television, with our laptop. We can't live without these gadgets.
Absolutely.
But somehow these gadgets are hugely underinsured. So we partnered with Amazon and we started covering mobile damage. So water damage to, accidental damage to screen damage. And these are bite-sized insurance. These are not, big fat expensive tickets, $500, $600. And it allowed the user to experience the claims flow. And even there, we innovated tremendously. So if it's just a screen crack, we will give money to your account and you can fix it yourself.
Interesting. I think, Tanmay, if you can just take a step back and look at the macro view. I heard that India is one of the most, generally the most underinsured countries. So does that still remain the case? And maybe you could share some statistics with the audience about that.
So insurance penetration in India is below 3%. And if I was to, it's woefully low. And if I was to look at the property insurance market, I'm just going to look at the property insurance market because this is something which is going to be very relevant to the audience. India has less than 1% penetration when it comes to property insurance.
Oh, wow.
Compare it to even a very low, and you compare it even to a country like China, for example, right? China is, let's say, five times of us, let's say.
Yeah.
But their insurance penetration for property is in the region of 90 to 95%.
Oh,
So,
is it state sponsored in
there's
China, like the property insurance in China?
no, no. China has got close to 160 plus general insurance companies. India has only 30.
Yeah.
So the market is there. The market is huge.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you remember the Chennai floods, right? So
Yeah.
during Chennai floods, you can imagine how much property was damaged, significant amount, including vehicles.
Absolutely.
Out of 8,000 claims that were settled during the Chennai flood,
okay,
only 1% was for property. Only 1%.
That's
so you can imagine that. Look at the the amount of damage, and these products are not that expensive. That's the strange part. So I think
pretty strange.
One of the reasons.
How about the Bangalore floods? Because I mean, those of us in Bangalore would remember last year they were like pretty serious floods out here as well. And given that Bangalore is the tech capital of the country and so on and so forth, were they? Do you have any data on that, Tanmay, with regard to the Bangalore floods?
So I don't have data relevant to the Bangalore flood, but I would bet my bottom dollar that it will be in a similar range.
Similar case here also.
Okay. I don't, I'm an insurance guy and I don't have property insurance. For no other reason that karte, and it's nothing. It works out to something like $700 a month. To insure a property worth 3.5 crores.
Wow. Okay.
So it's not that it's a lot. So I think the industry is trying to make changes, but I think the industry is also a little lethargic, to be honest.
Right.
But products are there in the market. In fact, the government has a specific product. It's called Bharat Griha Raksha, which the government has launched, and you can buy it online. We are not selling it right now, but we plan to.
Right. I'll take a note of
you can buy it online.
Yeah, Bharat Griha Raksha, you said, okay?
Yeah, Bharat Griha Raksha.
Okay, and this is for property insurance, is it, Tanmay?
Yeah, for property, and you can also insure some assets in your house. So, for example, one of the companies is offering cover of 5 lakhs products inside the house and 3 crores 20 house, so 3.25 crores. And it's covered against fire, any perils, earthquake. And surprisingly, 60% of India is in a vulnerable position, which means we are in an earthquake belt or in a flood, high flood risk area. So that's a geography. So considering that there's so much risk sitting out there, it's very surprising that, as Indians, we will buy such expensive homes, but we don't go to protect it. So it's an interesting conundrum.
Yeah.
And at Acko, we sort of come up with different products. We run a pilot, and we're going to pick it up more in depth, where we would protect the gadgets inside a person's house. So typically, someone who's been working for 20 years will end up having at least 3 TVs and has kids and family. We'll have 3 TVs, 1 fridge, 1 washing machine, etc. Variably in a year, something or the other gives way. So you're always calling somebody to get it fixed. So what we had offered was that we will not only protect your gadgets, which means we will cover the repair, we'll do the service, we will also protect your home. So we took a different view of approaching it. Which worked. I mean, there was a lot of interest shown, but we need to work on the product journey.
So this is a combination of fire and allied perils and also the home appliances. So you're combining both, and you're saying cover and protect the entire home and its contents as well, is it?
Correct. And it's not just from theft or fire. It's also from breakdown. So if your TV has developed a pixel spot, we will send an engineer to fix it. If it can't be fixed, we will give you the depreciated value of the TV to you. To say, okay, now you can buy a new TV if you like, or whatever.
Amazing. So how are these products being currently marketed, Tanmay? So it's just on the Acko website, or you guys have some other awareness campaigns and stuff like that? Because these are really useful products. I mean, like you're mentioning these sort of policies. I can think about. I mean, we ourselves have like 1,500 tenants, right? So we could disseminate this information among the general public and also the property industry in general. I think it would be hugely valuable.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
So we're looking at, so we had done a pilot last year. We
Mm.
ran the pilot for almost 4 5 months, and we are looking, the book is now playing out. So we're looking at the behavior of the book to arrive at a good pricing mechanism.
All right. Right.
So somewhere around October, November is when we are planning to kickstart the journey within the Acko app itself, as well as
Wonderful.
in the Acko website,
Wonderful.
where
Okay.
users can go in and so it's not just about buying the product. It will also be a place where a user can check that I need to see a Sony service center near me. So it's also
Yeah.
a knowledge database out there.
Okay.
Or
Nice.
if they want to request for a technician to come home and just take a look at the TV, even if it is not under protection, doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
So, so that's going to come out probably in November. But
Right.
right now, we've done the pilot and we're just sitting back and sort of
Right.
tidying up the house
Right.
after the pilot.
Right. Right. Amazing. So you mentioned the cost of this would be approximately 750 rupees for sum insured of 3 crores or.
So this is for a sum assured of 3 crores, not including appliance repair. So it's just a plain vanilla
Oh, okay.
house protection plan.
Right.
The moment devices repair and all comes in, then it becomes a different price category. But if you look at just the plain vanilla to protect from fire, floods,
Yeah.
etc.,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll cost you roughly about the quote that I have for 3.3 crores is over a 20-year period, it'll cost you 2 lakhs. Over a 20-year period.
Okay. Okay. Wow. That's
Yeah.
really nothing actually. I mean, if you look at the value of the home as well as, like you said, the appliances that you have, it's really,
Yeah.
really very, very minuscule proportion of the overall value that you're protecting. So I think one of the
Yeah.
misconceptions also is that a lot of people sort of confuse insurance with investment. So perhaps you could, dispel that myth, and you could give the audience some data again around that. That sort of segregates the two, right? Because typically, like, people say LIC policy. I mean, that's been the traditional mindset, right? So maybe you could
Yeah.
share some information which dispels that myth and says that, insurance is separate and investment is a separate
Sure.
basket altogether within your personal finance realm, right? So, yeah,
Yeah. No, I'm absolutely on the same page with you.
yeah,
I think as a society, and the investment part that you're talking about really sits in the life insurance piece of it,
yeah.
while property sits in the general insurance.
General insurance, yeah.
So Acko has also picked up its life insurance license. So we'll soon
Okay.
start retailing life insurance products
Oh,
as well.
that's great
But
news. Yeah.
yeah. But in my personal capacity, um, my thought process is that India as a market has been driven by life insurance corporation
Hmm.
for years and years and years and years,
Yeah, yeah,
and they
yeah. It's become a brand
they
word, I
continue.
mean, by itself, right? I mean,
Yeah,
typically you say, I
yeah,
mean, LIC policy, hey, I mean, you just use the word LIC, I think, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And LIC has always sold an endowment product, so it's always been money back, money back,
yeah,
money back.
yeah.
And protection was never really pushed aggressively. It's
Okay.
only after the private insurers have come up
Hmm.
that people have started to break it apart, saying that look, let's take a term insurance
Mm-hmm.
where you will not get your money back. And if you get your money back, it's very sad because you have died and the money
Some
has to
event
go
which
to
is
your
occurred.
family.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So best is term, and then you invest with the surplus. Because I think this blended product, to my mind, it's good if you want to follow like a compulsory savings habit and you're struggling to invest in mutual funds, etc.
Yeah.
But my advice would be to split these two. But even now, the market is very, very heavily, I don't have the exact numbers, but I think 85% of the plans in the market today are money back plans, where
Oh.
your life insurance cover is low. Yeah,
Hmm.
80-85%. Term plan is only about 10-15%. Because
Hmm.
I think fundamentally as a culture, we like, मुझे कुछ वापस नहीं मिलेगा.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you want to give in the hope that you'll get something back, even if it is your money back.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so those products are also there in the market.
Right, right.
But yeah, my advice would be from a life insurance, just take a term and
Okay.
just get into a SIP
Right.
and just keep at it. That's what I have done.
Yeah. Okay.
And from a health perspective, my advice would be that take a critical illness rider on
Yeah.
your life insurance. So it's
Okay.
not very expensive. It's very cheap.
Right.
For 25 lakhs, you get covered across some 33 serious illnesses.
Right.
And it's good. And then you take a health insurance plan standalone.
Right. Right. So essentially what we're saying is, like, keep the investment bucket separate and the insurance bucket totally separate, and don't confuse the two, right? Because that's typically a mistake I think a lot of people do make, right? So So
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
back to your policies that you said that you offer. So you do already have the home insurance. I mean, the home appliances policy already. Is it live? Can people go to Acko and actually buy, or it's not yet
So, so,
released?
so we have one product which is there. It's in partnership with a company called Cred. So if you pay your rent through Cred,
Yeah.
then you get some benefits of protection and appliance protection as well. There are some benefits, but it's a very light product. It's not a heavy product right now. The
Yeah.
home warranty pilot which we had done, that was a proper fleshed out full scale
Okay.
dedicated product.
Right.
But we have that. We have that with Cred.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So just talk about the Acko business itself. So what sort of sales come from what sort of products? I mean, if you could just give the audience a brief overview as to the breakup. I mean, not the numbers as such, but at least the
Fair.
the pie chart.
Fair.
If you say
And
what category contributes the most, to your business. Yeah.
yeah. So these numbers are available on the IRD website as well. So being in a regulated industry, we have to disclose all of this because it's public money that we deal with.
Yeah.
So auto, as expected, is the largest category.
Okay.
Auto contributes to close to 65% of the business.
Okay.
35% of the business balance, and also we hadn't started health. So health we've just started now. So
Yeah.
we expect auto's share to decline while our overall revenue continues to grow and health will take up more and more space out there.
Yeah.
So auto is there. Yeah. Auto is there. We also do enterprise health, group health. So group health accounts for a significant chunk, about close to 20%. And the balance 20% is in the property and casualty business, which includes businesses like electronics, personal accident covers. So we typically do deep tech integration. So just to give you an example, we insure the Zomato riders, all these delivery guys who are there delivering food.
Yeah.
And it's integrated with Zomato's platform. So if these drivers were to unfortunately meet with an accident, they get hospitalization cover, etc., etc. Zomato really takes good care of them. And we don't need to have a file coming in daily. Since we are connected with their databases, we get the information who's logged in today, who's logged out, who's logged in.
Yeah. Awesome.
So that's typically how we work to reduce friction and.
But it just strikes me as that while a majority of people's net worth is usually their homes, like you said, the insurance is like hardly 1%, 2%. I mean, it just doesn't sort of add up. So thanks for bringing out that critical piece of information. And I'm sure all those listening, will take Tanmay's advice, go to Acko immediately, check out what stuff they have and make sure, either Acko or, whatever, just get your home insured and
whatever.
Because
get your home protected.
Lakhs and crores on your personal, effects, your homes. And if you're not insuring it, it just doesn't add up. Like I said, you're insuring your cars that you buy, but you're not insuring your home and your personal property. So that's something that definitely was an eye-opener, Tanmay. So thank you for, sharing that information. So how about the property side, Tanmay? Do you have any investments in property yourself? Or what is your
So I've been investing in property since a very young age. I remember I got married, and in 1 year, I stay in Gurgaon. So in the first year of marriage itself, we bought a 2-bedroom flat.
Nice.
And that was when this is 2000. That's when the housing loan boom had just started.
Yeah.
So, loans were easily available.
Yeah.
So we bought a DLF flat and we bought that. It was a nice 2-bedroom place.
Yeah.
I have my own place now in Gurgaon again. It's a 2,800 square foot duplex.
Nice. Okay.
Then I have also invested in another flat in Gurgaon.
Okay.
And in Bangalore recently, I've picked up some land. Near Dodabalapur. Near Dodabalapur. It's a Grover's Vineyard project. Very nice project. Very interesting.
I've heard of that. Yeah, nice. So, that will definitely do well, Tanmay. That the land is always, the best investment. Like someone said, buy land, they stop making it, So
correct. Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
I think it was Mark Twain. Yeah. No, absolutely. And as and when we get possession of the land and we finish the construction, I would love to have a chat with you and figure out how do I monetize it.
Absolutely. Because you commission a property angel to manage your properties as well. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you, Tanmay, again, like I said, for taking the time to educate us and make us aware of this critical factor. that guys just go out there, like I said, and insure. It doesn't cost much at all. It's actually peanuts compared to the property value. I mean, you're just paying hardly anything. So yeah, thanks a lot, Tanmay, for taking out time and educating us. And we hope you enjoyed the session, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, just go out there and study the insurance market, understand, and yeah, get yourself and your valuables insured. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.